Courtney, I'm telling you, your father's not going to keep your mother in that expensive sanitarium anymore.
But my father denies what you're saying.
That doesn't surprise me at all. He told me he denied if I came to talk to you.
And why shouldn't he? He'd never move my mother without talking to me first. So, Peter, what you're saying is that my father's lying to me.
Now close the door. Close the door! Okay, lads, hey. Real nice of you to join the party, Russ.
Russ, I don't know how he got in.
Hey, shut up! Don't do it. Don't do it.
You're not gonna get away with this, Lance.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna get away with it. This is my party. And you're gonna go first. Then Miss Farley over here. Then the White Knight. This man. Yes, sir. You're gonna get the bullet too, Adolf. This is real nice, isn't it?
You're making a big mistake.
No, I'm not making any mistake.
Russ?
I'll get something for him here.
You okay?
Harold, the Bible. Let's get the Bible.
Lance got it, and you're in no shape to go after it. Let's get up on the sofa. Oh, this doesn't look good. We better get you over to the hospital, see if you need any stitches in this.
1.2 million, Harold.
I know. I guess this is not the best time to tell you. You should listen to your Uncle Harold. Hey, Brubaker. Get me Sergeant Brubaker. It's an emergency. I guess it's not bad enough that Felix wants the Bible. Now Lance is in on the action. How did Felix find out where you lived anyway?
My wallet. Oh, they took my wallet. That's how they found out my address. God.
Brubaker, where have you been? Yeah, I know. I'm a busy man, too. Right now, we both got our hands full. Lance broke into Russ's place and tried to kill us all. Yeah. Now, everybody's okay except Russ has got kind of a nasty cut on his forehead. He might need some stitches. I would love to give you a full report on this thing, John, but I think you better get somebody out after Lance. Come on over here. I'll tell you what happened. Thank you.
Does he think they can catch him?
What, are you kidding me? They haven't caught him yet.
Well, let's just hope his luck runs out.
Boy, it must be some great hiding place, I'm telling you.
Yeah, and what worries me is that Lance is going to do anything he can to get you and Russ. As long as he's still on the loose, he can try again.
I know what that nurse told me. Now, if that messes up your father's plans, that doesn't make it any less the truth.
So what are you suggesting?
I'm suggesting your father's a very desperate man. He loves you, and he loves your mother, but he wants to cut down on his expenses.
And he wouldn't lie to me about
So I'm
this.
lying, right?
Oh,
is that what you want to say?
Stop it. I don't know. I just don't know anymore.
You're going to have to go to Rose Hill.
Oh, come on.
Go there. Talk to your mother. Talk to that nurse. That's the only way you're going to find out what's going on.
You sound awfully sure of yourself.
It's because I'm telling the truth.
Which means my father's lying. To be honest with you, I find that a little hard to believe.
To be honest with you, I care so much about you, I could never lie to you. Don't you see what they're doing to you, Courtney? You're going to end up marrying some guy that you don't even love.
Oh, he said you'd do this.
Do what?
Stage this whole thing to pull me away from Vaughn.
You're the only one pulling. You're pulling from the inside. You refuse to believe the facts that your dad and Vaughn, they're scheming against you.
I don't know what to believe anymore. My father will be back from Lake Forest tomorrow. I guess I'll just have to talk to him again. You know, if we'd never gotten together after the prom that night, none of this would have ever happened.
Do you mean that?
Yeah.
Hey, where's Courtney?
She's gone. She wouldn't listen to me. She's got her father up on some pedestal, and I'll never...
You'll never what?
Why do the good guys finish last, huh?
Well, I guess it's still not in God's timetable.
Yeah. Well, I thought it was. When she walked in here, I really did.
I still don't believe good guys finish last, but I do believe they get the last laugh.
Right now, I'm the biggest joke in Vaughn Sumner's life.
Now, don't say that. And you're not going to finish last. There is a purpose in everything that's happened, whether we see it or not. All you need's a little patience.
I think this is where I came in.
Peter, wait, I'm serious. Do you think it was easy for your father to uncover that drug smuggling ring when he was alive? That took time and a lot of patience. And Dave's trial. For months, he didn't know if he was even involved in Kate's murder. But they both won in the end, Peter. They both won.
Right now, I don't feel a whole lot like Dad or Dr. Phillips. In fact, I feel a lot like Kingsley's biggest Dear John.
I got here as soon as I could. The police are dragging it in the neighborhood.
Spare us the boring details. Have you got Lance or not?
No, Miss Farley, we don't.
And as long as you're head cop in this town, I am always going to be looking over my
Hey,
shoulder.
good, settle down, Babs.
Well, he'll try it again. You know it.
We're just a little tense from what happened this afternoon, John.
Well, no kidding. Why don't you tell me some of the details of what happened this afternoon? Maybe I could help. Why don't we start with how come I found this in the gutter outside?
My wallet.
And all the money's in it.
That's how Felix got here. He bumped me just before I left the auction. That's how he got my address.
Wait a second, this Meddings guy was here?
Yeah, he got in here before Russ did. He and Lance shot it out.
The princess probably sent him over to steal the Bible while we were having dinner.
He didn't get the Bible, though.
No.
Lance did.
What?
Afraid so.
Well, what's he gonna do with it? Preach?
You know, I'll bet he read these clippings here while he was waiting.
Yeah, that would explain it.
Yeah, that's for sure. Lance doesn't have the brains to try something like that on his own.
Yeah, you got that right. You know, but he still doesn't know the true value of this thing.
He'll know tomorrow when he reads the Kingsley Chronicle report on the auction.
Yeah.
John, let's you and me get over to that hotel room and see our friend, the princess. Hey, man, I know
Russ.
she's behind this. I know she is.
I just don't think you're in any kind of shape
I'm
to go.
fine. I'm okay, okay? Really. Just, listen, I've already got a personal relationship going with our little
All right, let's
princess,
go.
all right?
Let's go.
Hey, you guys keep in touch with me. I'm going to take Babs home.
Yeah, I can hope you can pick up Lance a little bit quicker than you did the time you kidnapped Miriam. Well, it's true.
Baby, can you get me a cup of coffee, please?
This late? You'll be up all night.
Well, sweet, you've got the general idea.
Oh, come on, Gene.
Carla, look, I'm sorry that auction ran so late, but I really have a story I need to get into the paper.
Well, can't you let a rewrite guy do it?
Well, he will if I give him something to rewrite. But I mean, you know, whole thing starts out routine, but this is all front page stuff now. I mean, 1.2 million for an old Bible? That's going to be the talk of Kingsley, you know?
And so will you, I suppose.
Well, what's that supposed to mean?
Well, that is the next logical step. Redland uncovers the mystery of the Dar Salaam Bible.
Well, I mean, the people are going to want to know why it went for so much.
I know. And it'll be you who has to find out. Just like it was you who found out that it was Sebastian Knight who murdered Kate Phillips.
You know, you sound like you resent my getting Stacy off free.
Oh, don't be ridiculous. Of course I don't resent you finding out that she was innocent.
Well, then what are you complaining about?
I'm complaining that never mind. I'll put the water on for you, but I'm not staying up to serve.
Fine. Boy.
When you hear it whistle, make yourself a cup of instant. I'm going to bed.
Wait a minute. Carla, hold on now.
What?
Look, baby, I'm sorry, but it's just my job.
Yeah, I know.
Wait a minute. Hey, take it easy. What's going on here?
It's late and I'm tired, I guess.
You're tired? You've been tired before, but it's never come to anything like this. Now, I want to know what's going on, babe.
Do you know what I went through to get all dolled up like this?
Yeah, and you look great.
Then why didn't you tell me so?
Carla, honey, look, I thought the other day when we would...
Yeah. And another thing, why didn't you stand there with me, with all the rest of those society ladies, and just gleam for a while and make me feel proud? Make me feel like I belong.
Carla, come on, you know my job. I was too busy.
That's just it, Jean. You're too busy. You're always too busy when it counts. You know, a certain Mrs. Hartwell there thought I was with the press just because I came in with you.
And so what's so unusual about that? I mean, everybody knows that I'm a reporter.
Dressed like this. You see, even you don't even see the difference. Oh, come on, man. She made me feel like I was some kind of laid-back freelance photographer. And here I've spent all this time trying to make you proud of me. No. Don't worry about it, because you got your work to do.
It has taken Felix entirely too long. What if he has been captured?
Felix would never allow such a thing to happen. He performs his duty well when paid. And you do pay him sufficiently, Your Highness.
My father needs that Bible to regain his throne.
And he is expecting you to call him in a matter of minutes with the good news.
We must have it. Felix, what has happened? The Bible! Where is the Bible?
It was incredible, Ione, the way the price of that Bible just kept skyrocketing.
You know something? If people would get half as excited about God's word as they do some high-priced antique Bible, this would be a better world to live in. How about if I make us a nice pot of herb tea? It's a little too late for anything else.
Yeah, sure, it'd probably help me go to sleep.
Oh, good. Won't take but a minute. Well, now, I've got an orange and spice here. Now, which will it be?
Doesn't matter to me.
Okay.
Trust me.
Well, as soon as she whistles, we'll have ourselves some tea. I said the water'll be hot soon.
Oh, Jean and Carla really are happy, aren't they?
Oh, yes, they are now, but I tell you, it took some work. Hurts when you lose a man, doesn't it, honey?
Well, I'm sorry, Ione, but I guess it's just hard to forget all the good times.
Well, it's always like that. You know, you remember the good times and you try to blot out the bad ones.
Why is that? I mean, I know that he wasn't very good for me, but I just can't help feeling that, missing that special feeling that I had with him.
Well, sweetheart, that's human nature. But don't you go feeling sorry for yourself, sweetheart. And don't go tricking yourself into thinking it would have been better with him around now.
Well, it's hard not to, with all this time on my hands, not working or anything.
You know what you remind me of, Nancy?
What?
The children of Israel when they came out of Egypt. Moses was leading them to a better land. But when they started experiencing the rough times in the wilderness, they wanted to come back.
You mean they gave up?
No, but they just remembered exactly what they wanted to remember. They thought they had it better there. But they forgot that they were slaves in Egypt. They remember the food. They forgot about all those beatings and that hard work from sunup to sundown.
I think I get your point, Ione. But it doesn't make the hurt any easier to bear.
Oh, sweetheart, I know. But it's not like the hurt that you would experience if you had married that man now. And don't you let your heart tell you otherwise.
I don't care if I was rude to Brubaker. I'm not going to be able to sleep at night until that creep Lance is behind bars.
Babs Farley, will you be quiet? It's late. You want my neighbors fussing at me?
I'm sorry, Alan. Babs is a little upset.
Yeah, you would be too if you were almost killed.
What?
Do not tell me that you did not get the Bible, Felix.
Someone else stole the Bible. You make excuses for your incompetence. There was someone else at Weaver's with a pistol. If you ask me, he was there to kill Weaver. His bullet nicked my wrist, and I was not able to control my weapon. You actually let him get away? There was a scuffle, and he tried to escape. I tried to stop him, but I could not. You have become so fat you cannot catch a man with such a heavy book.
Samir. This man's name. Surely you heard this man's name.
I think Lance. Yes, I think that's it.
Are you certain?
Yes, yes.
Take care of his wound, Samir.
With all due respect, Your Highness, I would rather take care of my wrist myself. Your Highness, what shall we do concerning the Bible?
We must devise a way to locate this Lance. I will not have this accident preventing my father from regaining his throne.
And when we find him?
If necessary, we will kill him.
Who tried to kill you? Well, Lance, who else?
He tried to kill me, too. It's been a trying evening, Nancy.
Well, how did he find you?
Well, he was waiting for me in Russ's apartment. Well, what on earth were you doing there? Oh, I had to take that Dar es
She
Salaam
took
Bible.
the Dar es Salaam Bible over to Russ's place because I didn't want anybody to see me taking it out of the museum. I thought they were going to follow me.
Yeah, but Lance got it.
You mean the one that sold for over $1 million?
If there's no way in the world he could have known how much it was worth, he wasn't at the auction.
Yeah, but that Hungarian guy, or whatever he is, was there.
Well, who was that?
That's one of the princess's bodyguards. He got a slug right in his wrist when a shootout with Lance before Lance escaped.
I'm telling you, it was awful, Ione. Scoot over, Nancy. I need to sit down. Oh,
What is so special about that Bible that makes it valuable to folks?
Oh, I don't know. I wish I knew. I only hope that Brubaker gets it back so that my client isn't out $1 million+.
Oh, well, it's just a matter of time before they find that Lance fella and put him back in jail where he belongs.
yeah, well, I wouldn't count on it. Now, Babs Farley will probably have to leave Kingsley again.
You can't run from the man forever.
You listen down, Babs.
Look, tonight that Bible saved my life. But the next time, there might not be anybody there or anything there to do that. Let's face it, I am not going to be safe until Lance is dead.
Now, this is what I want you to do. I want you to find out everything you can about this Mr. Russ Weaver.
Our resources here are so limited.
Now who is making excuses, Samir?
I shall do as you say.
Good. It is necessary if we're to find out exactly why Lance wants to kill him. And how is your wrist?
It will be fine.
Good.
Of course it's fine. A child's scratch requires little to heal. Perhaps you would like a scratch like this, Samir.
Oh, stop it, both of you. We haven't time for these silly games.
I presume you have adequate cause for disturbing us,
Yes,
gentlemen?
yes, very adequate. If you just step aside, please.
You have a search warrant.
No, we don't. Now, you gotta move, or am I gonna move you?
And Samir, we have no secrets.
It's a real shame about your wrist there, Meddings. It's what you get for breaking in people's apartments.
Sergeant Brubaker, have you forgotten that we have...
Yeah, I know all about your diplomatic immunity.
Three of you still got some explaining to do.
Such as?
Such as, what were you doing in his apartment uninvited tonight?
Your Highness, I suggest we do
It
not...
is okay, Samir. I am sure that Felix can answer the sergeant's questions.
Oh, why, yes, of course. The princess had already told me of her plan to buy the Dar es Salaam Bible from Mr. Weaver. So I was only there to protect it until the deal had been concluded.
Oh, yeah, that's good. That's real good.
If I had not been there, your Mr. Weaver would be very dead by
If you had not been there, I'd still have my Bible.
You have lost the Bible because of your amateurish security precautions.
I assure you, Sergeant, we have nothing to hide.
Except maybe your lies. Come on, man, give me a reason.
Russ, just take it easy. You've had your bump on the head for tonight.
Advice well taken, Mr. Weaver. You see, Samir here is very well versed in the art of self-defense.
Yeah, well, Samir here will need it.
Enough, gentlemen. Look, it has been a long day for all of us. I suggest we table this discussion until another time.
Fine, but I want to let you know I'm watching where every card hits the table. Let's get out of here.
Thank you, Sergeant. And I assure you that I will be at your beckoning call should you have any further questions. Well, I may as well get it over with. Front desk. Yes, this is the Princess Ulanda Dar Salam. Yes, I would like to make a phone call to my father. Right. Please call me when you make the connection. Thank you.
What will you tell him?
What can I tell him but the truth?
This Brubaker could cause us much trouble. I can handle Brubaker and Weaver.
You will do nothing until I tell you. Yes, Father. No, Father, we were unable to get the Bible. I understand, Your Excellency. But you see, Father, there was an accident. Yes, Father. Yes, Father. It will be done as you say. We are not to return to Doria unless we do so with the Bible.